Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about sacrifice. Sacrifice is a subject I can go on and on about because I made so many sacrifices in starting my business, but one in particular sacrifice was far more difficult than anything I ever did in my life. And that was being away from my daughter every other week for 3 years. When I started the restaurant business, I would alternate weeks with my business partner. She'll work one week, I'll work in the other week. My business was in Atlanta, but I still lived in Chicago. So the week that I was in Atlanta, I worked from open to close because I needed that time to focus on my business. But when I was in Chicago, I needed that time to focus on my daughter with nothing but quality time. But I had all kind of naysayers in my ear saying, how can you do this as a mother? Those years are so very important between the ages of 3 and 6. You need to be there. And if I would have listened to them, I would be someplace totally different in life. So I had an internal struggle because I did hear them and it made me feel so bad, but I did not do what they thought that I should do. So a few years ago, I asked my daughter, I moved my daughter here when she turned 6 years old to Atlanta, but I asked her, I said, baby, you remember those years when you was living in Chicago and I was there every other week? And she said, not really. I just remember when you were there and all the things that we did together. And as a mother, that made me, it just validated all the sacrifices and everything that I did because I struggled with mommy guilt for so long, especially as a mother, being away from your only baby. So also the time that I spent with her, it was that quality time that you can't replace anything with. So now, she's a teenager now. So now she gets phone calls from her friend and we're doing something. We're watching TV, spending time. She'll answer their phone. She'll tell them in a hot second, I'm spending some time with my mommy, so I'll call you back. And that makes me feel so good. The relationship that I had, it validates everything that I did and all the sacrifices that I made. So if you are going through anything and you have naysayers in your ear, what you have to do is know that they don't understand what you're trying to do. They don't see your vision. So what you have to do is stop telling people what you're trying to do. You know what you have to do, which is different than what the average person is doing. So things are not going to come to you easy. That's why it's called sacrifice. It takes some time. It takes a little bit out of the ordinary. But if you know what you're trying to do, you got to know that it's worth it. You don't see it now, but believe you me, you would definitely benefit from it in the future.